recent times, several statements have been issued from Fulani leaders claiming that the current run of separatism or self-determination is propelled by hatred for Buhari and the Fulani. Particularly, they allege that the struggle for Biafra is an ethnic backlash against Buhari just because he is a Fulani Muslim. Having disinterestedly studied the current run of the Biafra struggle, it seems to me that it has absolutely nothing to do with hatred for Buhari or the Fulani, not even Islam. How can this be when the indigenous people of Biafra, Radio Biafra, and the phenomenon of Nnamdi Kanu all predated the election of Buhari of 2015? Radio Biafra particularly dates back to 2012. That the struggle seemed not intense during the Jonathan administration was simply because Jonathan appeared sincere at addressing some of the crass injustices that are now driving the new Biafra resistance as led by Nnamdi Kanu. Even before Jonathan, there was Yaradua, who was from the Fulani as Buhari, yet the Biafran struggle was not as intense. Why? Because Yaradua was, unlike Buhari, even-handed. Therefore, it is not true that this epic Biafran struggle, as singularly led by Nnamdi Kanu, is directed personally at the election of President Muhammadu Buhari or the Fulani in general. If at all, it's only because Buhari has proven to be the first post-Civil War Nigerian president that has made open hatred of Biafrans, especially Ndigbo, a state policy. In addition to his stubborn nepotism, the highest point now is Buhari's new state policy of ordering soldiers to hunt down IPOB members, especially those of the newly formed Eastern Security Network. This infamous policy of attrition has culminated in the recent sack of Obigbo and Olu, where many civilian Biafrans were killed. As you are reading this, the manhunt continues and is intensifying, particularly in Imo State. If you add Python dance and other massacres, you begin to see where Kanu's tempest is coming from. One common feature in all this is that life is no longer sacred in Buhari's Nigeria. Almost nobody is ever brought to book for taking of innocent Nigerian lives. Fulani murderers and terrorists operate with impunity and appear to enjoy the tacit support of certain people at the commanding height of the Nigerian government of this era. And to make it worse, they hurriedly declared IPOB a terrorist organization, thus putting millions of IPOB members at the risk of being shot at sight by security forces primed to see IPOB members as #1 enemies of states. They forget that beyond being IPOB members, tens of millions of people of former Eastern Nigeria profess allegiance and loyalty to Nnamdi Kanu. So how many millions can you kill? Making matters worse are the treacherous and dirty deals the federal government and northern states are making with terrorists. They now prefer to call bandits just to make them look good. In all of this, Buhari and his ilk have proved dodgy and complicit, while their kinsmen are threatening the whole country and even recently rewarding them for launching a food embargo against the South. In the circumstances highlighted above, it will be highly insensitive to expect everybody to play dead and pretend that all are safe. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu became a prime target because he is the first one to organize an effective and principled resistance. To his eternal credit, Kanu made so much success of it that others finally joined in, and much of indigenous Nigeria are now beginning to have a new awakening, as was illustrated by the EndSARS protests and rising push for an Oduduwa Republic. So this whole thing about seeking division or a new arrangement for Nigeria is not and never above the Fulani or Buhari. It is beyond them. It is an epic battle for survival of a people. Well, they can say whatever they want to say. It is evident, just like I've been saying. If you say, oh, these people, their own is too much, the question you need to ask yourself, the Nigeria that you have, the manner to which Buhari is leading this country, is that the way it ought to be? You should be able to sincerely, unless you can't lie to your conscience whether that is how it ought to go, good and fine. If you like it, if some other people don't like it, you can't fault them. We could even remember before any other thing, when Buhari was asked how he's going to treat everybody, he said you don't expect people who gave 5% and those who gave 97% to be treated the same way. What does that tell you? That was one of the places that one of the statements he made that started this whole problem. But one thing is that we have a short memory. We forget things easily. Even with all of this things that we are seeing, we saw it. Unless maybe somebody is going to tell us that it is Nnamdi Kanu that is working with the Fulani S-men to be doing all these things that they are doing, because he had said it before. But do people even still remember that they were told before? No, they won't remember. Even when this whole thing started, when he made that statement, nobody even remembered to say, yes, this is where he started. So is it still Nnamdi Kanu that is still working with the so-called bandits? And everybody knows all these tactics that they are bringing up. It's not going to work. Whatever anybody or any group is doing at the detriment or to the detriment of others, you think you are hiding it. People will definitely know it will not work, because this is not how a country is supposed to be. We are not even thinking of manufacturing anything, doing things that is worthy of emulation, that will make us to be proud, as a people in this country. No, we are talking about cow. Some of them, these are the people, they talk about lawlessness. Miesiala coming out to tell us that all the governors who have put in this law to ban open grazing, they say they are not going to do it. And Agbekoya from the southwest was asking that, is there any law that any other tribe or somebody from other tribes that will be in the north and be telling you that they cannot even obey Sharia law? They will not be. Can anybody do that? No. Even on this platform, we have said, if you are in Kano, is it Kano or Kaduna? They said this issue of alcoholic drink, that it is not allowed. They destroy a lot of things, and we said, okay, if that is what they put in there, if you cannot beat them, you join them. That is what they put. Then, not to talk of you coming to another people say this thing, they will tell you that they have the constitution gives them rights to live wherever they want to live, at the detriment of people's life. It's not going to work. They can think whatever they want to think. Like I asked, from a genuine heart, if this country, the way this country is running, this is how it ought to be, then that should be left with your conscience. That is it. Well, someone say, na lie, it's hatred against the president. Buhari is a Fulani man. Biafra said it. They envy the Fulani because the attainment of the Fulani in the history of Nigeria intimidates them. Fulani are not Nigerians. That's what I'm saying. Where is their origin? Okay, original country. Where are they coming from? Heavy Fulani on what ground? I don't understand. What people who have ruled this country for donkey years and nothing to show for it. What is there to envy? They are simply parasites. Perfect truth, is a perfect truth. And like I said, maybe Nnamdi Kanu is the one who is working with the bandits, is the one who formed the Boko Haram, terrorizing the whole place, is the one who is a S-man, is one of the S-men going about destroying people's crops. So people should keep quiet. It's clear. And one thing that we have discovered is that these people, no matter what, they support evil. It is those who are trying to be economical with the truth. You want to be politically correct with all these things, arrangements happening. Maybe if you are not one of them, that means there's something that you are benefiting from them. You can as well continue to support them. That's it. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this.